Good morning. Welcome to Dharma Yoga. This is a practice that has asana, meditation, and pranayama. I always encourage you to practice according to your condition and your comfort level. So there's going to be variations that are maybe more advanced. You don't have to do them, of course. There's going to be modifications as well. So just practice according to your needs. Let's begin. Sit tall, supremely still, bring the attention inward. Nothing to do, nothing to seek. Everything you need is already within. Let's begin with the sound of Om 3 times. Imagine that sound containing all the vibrations and colors of the universe. Feel as though you want to make this sound reach the ends of the universe. Fix your mind on God alone. Your mind and God alone. And in God will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. Om Namah Shivaya, bow to the inner light. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. I am not this body is not me. I am not this body is not me. Repeat. I am not this body is not me. I am not this body is not me. I am neither body nor mind, immortal self am I. I am neither body nor mind, immortal self am I. I am neither body nor mind, immortal self am I. I am neither body nor mind, immortal self am I. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. One last time. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice through our senses and be nourished through our bodies. Let's come to standing. begin with a mantra for purification to purify the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. If you know it, you can chant along. If you don't know it, just allow the sounds to wash over you and just think about those effects of purification on the space, the grounds, and everything within the subtle body. Om Pavitraha Pavitra Va Sawa Vashtanga Topi Va Yaha Smaripandrikaksham Sabaya Byantraha Sachi. Release the arms. We'll start off with a warm-up. First, we'll charge the body with the earth's energy. Stand with your feet about 10 inches apart. Bring the arms up high, the palms facing in. As I count to 8, you're drawing the earth's energy up all the way through the body, right up to the fingertips. Hold the breath for a count to 6 at the fingertips. The attention is there as well. Exhale, back down to the feet. Imagine the body, feel as though the body were charged and flush with fully charged with the earth's energy. Inhale, bring it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the attention and the breath at the fingertips. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale all the way back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Visualize the breath moving up as you inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding it at the fingertips. Hold the breath. 5, 6. Exhale all the way back down. Feel as though the whole body were charged all the way down throughout. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One last time. Inhale, breathe all the way up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold all the attention at the fingertips. 5, 6. All the way back down. Feel the body fully charged. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the arms down. Now we'll do some exercises to warm up the body for the practice. Start to roll the head in circles. Make the circles large. Watch the body moving by itself as though you're the witness. Move in a way that is graceful, that is pleasing to the witness. No jerky motions. And then switch the direction. Try to get the ears to come right to the shoulders as the head moves around. Good. Now from here, we're going to hold the opposite elbows. Hold the elbows close to the ears. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend to the left. Push the hips out towards the right and push the ribs out of the right side of the upper body. Coming back up, go to the other side. Try not to create wrinkles in the right side of the body as you bend. Coming back up, go to the first side again. Stretch all the way from the feet right to the elbow. And come back up, go to the other side. And release. Now we're just going to swing the body from side to side, allow the arms to hit the body any which way. And then start to move faster. Fast as you can. Shake it out. Start to slow it down now. And come to stillness. So from here, we're going to do breath of joy 8 times. First 3 movements done on an inhale, last one done the exhale. Sigh out through the mouth, throw all the tension out of the body. Looks like this. Join me. Do it with enthusiasm to make it live up to the name. Be joyful, be childlike. Last one. Just stay down. Allow the body to stop bouncing. And then roll your way all the way up. Shake out the wrists. Make as though you're just trying to shake off the water off your hands. And then up and down as fast as you can. Fingers moving very fast so you can't even see them move. Next one's called lion's breath. So we're going to come into a squat and we're going to allow our tongue hang out and just release some tension this way as well. Looks like this. Join me. Just go as far as you can. 8 times. And then coming back up. Good. And so now let's make our way to the top of the mat. Surya Namaskar. Bring the hands to the heart center. Remember, better than practice and even better than meditation is to renounce all the fruits of our actions so that the practice becomes a divine act of love to all beings. Imagine all the benefits I receive are being directed to all beings everywhere. Let's try to stay together, move with me. Imagine moving with all yogis around the world to deliver benefits to all. Raise your arms up over the head. Fold down over the legs, chest to the thighs, head down. Right foot back into lunge. Lower the knee down, drop down to the seat. Through the seat. Come into high plank. Lower down the knees, bring the seat back behind the heels, and then come forward, glide forward, push the chest between the arms, come up into cobra. Come all the way back into child's pose. Do it again. Elbows come out to the side if you like to make room to come forward. Into cobra, all the way back. Last time, inhale, come forward, brush the nose to the ground, and rise up through the heart. Push all the way back into downward facing dog. Lift the seat up and back. Now look to the hands, bring the right foot forward. If you need to, drop the back knee down. If the foot doesn't come all the way forward, just use the hand to place it. And feet come together, chest to the thighs, head down. Come all the way up. Hands back to the heart. Keep imagining you're the witness watching the body. Watch the body move by itself. Come down gracefully. Left foot back, knee down, and then come into high plank, lower the knees to the ground, seat back behind the heels. Once again, that motion of coming forward like a wave of water. Just watch the movement of the spine. Fluid. Come forward and up. One last time. Come all the way back and glide. Right between the arms. Lift the head and the chest. Roll over the toes back into downward facing dog. Then the left foot steps forward to the hands. Feet come together. Forward fold. Come all the way up, hips forward, stretch the front of the body, return home. And again, reach up, go down gracefully, right foot back, into a lunge, come into plank, down we go, glide. Don't worry about the breath, just move the body in a way that's intuitive, that allows the breath to remain even and steady. Right foot forward, so control your effort level. Come forward and down, come up. Hands back to the heart. And again, rise up, move like you're doing a dance. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Set your intentions high, left foot back, and then the body will move with more steadiness and grace and ease. Chest down. Glide between the arms. Coming up into cobra, back into downward facing dog. Left foot steps to the hands, back foot joins, bow to the legs. Come up, return home, hands to the heart. Again, reach up, go down, right foot back, knee down, hips forward, come into plank. Lower down. Again, Ashtanga Namaskara. Creep forward like a snake creeping through the grass and back. Right foot steps. Feet together. Experience all forms to the practice. This cultivates compassion by becoming one with whatever you're representing. Hands to the heart. And again, the left side. Come down. Left foot moves first. Keep on going now. Lose yourself in the sensations. Practice with mindfulness, with reverence, with consciousness. Come up. Hands back to the heart. A little bit back opening on this variation. Come down. As you come down, bring your knees, chest on your knees, interlace your fingers behind your back, and then pull the arms further over the head. Stay there for a moment. Push the chest further forward towards the knees. Exhale. So you can go a little bit deeper. Raise the seat up. Bring the forehead to the shins if you can, if you're very flexible. And then bring the hands down. From here, right foot back. Lower the right knee. Inhale, raise the arms up. Arms over the head, arch the back. And then bring the hands down, step back into plank. Lower knees, chest and chin. Glide into your cobra. Shoulders back and down. Open up the throat. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here, pull the seat back, exhale. Melt the area behind the heart. Get the top of the head to come towards the ground. And then the right foot steps forward to the hands again. Back knee down. Raise your arms again. Crescent moon shape with the body. And then bring the hands down. Step the feet together. Uttanasana. Bow to the legs. Come all the way up. Hands back to the heart. Same thing on the other side. Reflect humbleness and surrender in all the movements. Bring your hands down, bend your knees, interlace your fingers behind the back, and then push the body into the legs as you raise the seat and the head comes down. Arms come over the head towards the ground in front. Good. Lengthen, push the seat up a little bit more as you push the chest further down towards the knees. And then release the hands down, step the left foot back. Lower the knee down, raise the arms up. Bring the chest up. And then hands down. Step back into plank. Knees, chest, and chin to the ground. Glide forward into the cobra. Move like a snake. Back into downward facing dog. Take the seat back again. Lengthen the spine. Exhale. Fall through the heart. Soften. And then left foot steps forward. Back knee down. Raise the arms up over the head, crescent moon. And the hands come back down, feet step together. Bow to the legs. And then let's take your arms up over the head one more time. Pull the hands towards the ground beyond the head. Good, bring the hands back down to the back. Come all the way up to standing, arch the back, bring the arms up and back behind. Bring the hands back to the heart. From the heart center to the third eye, breathe in. Imagine you're bringing yourself up to divinity, to a high place. Exhale, bring divinity back into you. There's no one, not one without the other. No separation. We're always with God, we're always with divinity. Release. So now we're going to hinge forward, down again, Uttanasana. Press your chest into your thighs. Take either the opposite elbows behind the knees and hug the body to the legs. Push the seat up and back. And see if you can slide your forearms further down the backs of the legs. Option here is to just take your hands and press them into the shins. Bend your knees as much as you need to keep your chest with your thighs. If you're more flexible, try to get your forehead against the shins. Imagine you can get the top of the head to rest right on top of the feet. And then bring the hands down, step the right foot back, lower the knee down, flatten out the toe. Inhale, come up. So from here, raise the right arm up. Bend the hand down the back, the center of the back, raise the left arm, bring the left hand to the elbow and push it further back behind the head. Use the fingers to push into the back of the heart. Inhale, lift your body up, out of the hips, exhale. sink the hips back down a little bit more, open up the chest. If you want to take a bind, take your left arm up the back, join the hands. Keep pushing into the heart in upward motion so that the heart lifts. Curl the tail under, keep the lower back from getting all wrinkled and jammed up. From here, you can move into Kapiyasana if you like, join hands together, wiggle the shoulders a little bit more if you like. If you want more opening, try to get the arms straight beside the ears. Crescent Moon. Then come back up, press into the front knee, lift up higher. Option here, slide your left foot in, bend the toes under, raise your right arm up, and from here, take the right hand to the outside of the left knee. Left hand comes, if you can, lean back, press the hand to the inside of the heel. Inhale, keep on lifting up through the chest. Exhale, turn to the left, look over your left shoulder. So you can roll the left thigh down a little bit. Push against the right knee, the left knee. You can stay in this twist if you like, or next progression. You turn back to the front, right arm up, and get the elbow down so the armpit comes close to the thigh. Push against the thigh, hands together at the heart, or fist, left fist and right hand. Push the top hand into the bottom hand, lift the chest up so the center of the chest comes to the thumbs. Exhale, roll the left shoulder all the way back. Draw the left side of the seat back, extend the head forward. Now here, if you want, you can see if you can push the back knee up off the ground, extend through the heel, and try again to rotate your chest up. If you have a bind, you can go ahead. Left arm comes over the back. You bind the hands underneath the belly. Left hip keeps moving back, head moves forward, and as you exhale, try to turn your chest and face further up. Back knee down. Inhale, come all the way up into Sukha Virabhadrasana, easy warrior 2. Shoulders down, hands level with the shoulders. Come into full warrior, press off the back knee, long stance here. Pashimotonasana. You can either bring the left forearm to the left thigh, hand the Yana Mudra, second finger and thumb tips together, other fingers extended. Right arm over the head. If you have the flexibility, left hand down to the ground. Long stance here, reach. Turn the chest up. And then just circle the right hand down, hips and shoulders forward. Rock back and forth, pushing off the toes, trying to get your hips to come down low. Sink down. Good. And then push back through the right foot one more time. Knee down, flatten out the toes, roll towards the right. If your shoulder's at the same height as knee or lower, you can get the right forearm down. Maybe you can get the left forearm down as well. Or you stay higher on the hands and keep pulling the chest forward. Now keep your gaze forward, steady, unblinking like a lizard. Those who are very flexible, take your chest to the ground. Your left arm comes to the outside the foot to help you come further down. Take your arms out to the side if you like, if your chest is on the ground. Good. Try to keep the left knee close to the shoulder, not popping away. Move the foot out, the left foot out if you need to. Come back onto the hands. And here, bounce the right knee in. Left foot moves back behind the knee. Modified side plank. Push the hips forward, lift the body up away from the ground. If you want, keep pushing to the right hand and slip your right foot underneath. Vasisthasana, push the hips forward. You can here take your left foot up, place it into your right thigh, And keep on arcing away from the ground. Make sure that you're not collapsing into your shoulder. Keep the arm fully extended, the shoulder away from the ear. Good. And then return, downward facing dog. Go the other way now. Immediately, left hand on the ground. You can, again, modify keeping the left knee on the ground, or come into the full pose. Push your hips forward, make like you're a kite being blown from behind. And then you can take the right foot onto the left thigh if you like. Keep arcing the body away from the ground. Return, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Right foot steps forward now, back knee down. Inhale, lift up, exhale, drop the seat right down low. Lift the left arm up and fold the hand back. Use the other hand to bring the elbow up higher and push it back further behind the head. So you want to lift up before you go deeper into the back bend. If you want to take a bind, go ahead. If you have the shoulder mobility, join the hands behind your back and push into the back of the heart. Each inhale, lift the belly. Imagine trying to push the belly button forward and up. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper, curl the tail under. No folds in the lower back. You can stay here. Come into the full expression of Karmasana. Rock the shoulders back and forth, wiggle them, and then stretch the arms straight. Index fingers eventually go over the back toe, perhaps. Stretch. Visualize in your mind and allow the breath to take you to the extent that you can. Break the pose, coming back up. Press into the front knee. And bring the foot in a little bit, bend the toes under and the back foot. The legs are like a box. Left arm up, and turn the toe knee a little bit towards the left as you take the right hand, left hand to the right side, outside the knee. Other hand on the seat, or lean back and press the fingertips into the heel. Inhale, push the lower back up and in. Exhale, turn, look over the right shoulder. Try to get your chest and your shoulders in line with the long edge of the mat, maybe even further. Go deeper. You may stay here or move into the next progression, Pashimotonasana. Left arm up, elbow to the outside of the thigh. Again, right hand in the left fist or prayer position. Inhale, push the body up so the belly is higher than the thigh, and then roll the right shoulder all the way back, turn the chest and the face up. Option to come off your knee, bend the toes under, lift the back knee up. Option to take a bind as well if you like. Move according to your condition. Experiment with just challenging yourself to go to your edge of your potential. And then you'll step beyond your edge, bit by bit, advance your practice. Break the pose, back knee down. Sukha Virabhadrasana, shoulders down, gaze over the hand. And then bring your weight into the front foot, back knee comes up. Full warrior two. Take the consciousness on of the mighty warrior. Strong, proud, loyal, and determined. Keep the length as you move into Pashimotonasana. Right hand Yana Mudra, resting, arm resting on your thigh, left arm in the same line as the back leg, or alternatively take your hand to the ground if you have the flexibility. Left shoulder moves back, push the elbow, the shoulder into the inside the knee, rotate towards the sky. And then circle the left hand down, hips and shoulders forward. Move the right foot out to the long edge of the mat, towards long edge of the mat. And then just go back and forth again, trying to find your way down. Rest the left knee on the ground, uncurl the toes, Roll to the left, see if you can get your left forearm down. Maybe roll to the right, see if the right forearm comes down as well. Or modify, stay on your hands, come up higher. More flexible, go the other way. Try to get your chest to the ground. And if your chest is on the ground, extend the arms out to the side. Gaze is forward and steady. Imagine you're sunning yourself like the lizard. Hug the warm earth. Make ready to come out of the pose. Bounce the left knee in. Bend the toes, slide the right foot back. Come into your modified side plank again. Or go into the full version. Other options, I'm going to do it this way so you can see. You can do wild thing first, slide your left foot back and raise the knee up. Keep the left hand, the left arm nice and straight. You can take hold of the knee or maybe take hold of the foot. Open up, keep the hips high. Press the toes of the left foot into the mat. Release, come back. Keep your hips high, come back to downward facing dog, go to the other side. Right hand moves towards the center of the mat, spin towards the long edge of the mat. Again, modify as you need to. Stay lower or come up with both feet together. Bring the left toes back if you want, and then take your knee, or take the foot if you're more advanced. You have the reach. Now if you're having trouble bouncing, you want to do the full pose, but you're having trouble bouncing, your hips are starting to fall, bring one foot in front of the other and then lift the hips, press the hips forward. Returning to downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. From here, lift the heels, bend the knees. You either jump forward or walk your feet to the hands. Drop the seat about the line of the knees, reach the arms forward. And then peel your body up off the thighs, look up between the hands. You can bring your hands together if you like. Look beyond the fingertips, head behind the arms. Now, sit a little bit further down so that you're sitting on a chair. And then work the body, feel the fire, the heat building the core, but the mind remains completely unaffected, still watching like the witness, undisturbed, unbothered. Come all the way up, return the hands to the heart. Breathe in, breathe out. We're going to turn to the long edge of the mat. The feet a little bit more than hip width apart. The toes pointing out. Bend the knees so it's like you're sitting on a horse. And then from here, place your hands on the seat. And then pull down with your hands as though you're trying to curl the tail under. And push into your feet, straighten the legs. Roll the thighs outwards, roll the shins inwards, bring the head back. Do it slowly. Don't stop breathing. Keep on breathing. Don't hold your breath. And keep the neck long so you don't cut off the circulation and get dizzy. If you're comfortable in the pose, you can slide your hands down, grip below the knees, and keep on turning the thighs away from one another. More flexible, you can take your hands all the way down to the feet. Practice of mindfulness. One hand back at a time, walk back onto the seat, pull down the seat, push in at the same time. Lead with the heart to come back up. Good. So from here, release the hands and then step your feet forward. So let's try a few balance poses now. Let's work on tree pose. Different variations here. Standing on your left foot first. Spread the toes like they're that complex network of roots to hold you down steadily. Bring the right knee up. You can either place the foot against the inseam of the leg, press the base of the toes, and heel firmly into the inner thigh. Not against the knee, but below or above. You can keep the toes on the ground if you're having trouble balancing. If you have a lotus, you can go into lotus. You can hold on to the foot. Ideally, you want to have the knee to drop down towards the ground, but if not, it doesn't not doable. Just keep your hold on to the foot, and then just have your knee level with the foot. Okay, so from here, whatever expression you're in, take your hands to the heart. Gaze beyond the tip of the nose. And then, when you're ready, grow towards the sun. Reach your branches up. Keep on getting long. Take on the consciousness of a tree, steady, strong, tall. You can gaze up if you like. Then bring the hands back down. From here, bend the knee, come down, sit. Little bit of a half squat here. You can take your foot out a little bit so that the foot is not in your lotus. It's just kind of resting against the thigh. Bring the body parallel to the ground. If you can, bring your hands down to the ground. Come on to stay on your fingertips if you need to, and straighten out the front leg. So I can show you by sideways here so it's easier to see. And fold the body in towards the leg. Forehead to the shin, lift the seat. Keep your knee bent if you like, so you can keep your chest on your thigh. Now option here to go into flying crow. So you come back into the squat, hook the toes around the upper arm, and then bring your hands forward. So you're imagining you're holding the shin underneath your arms like a newspaper. You bring your right shin close, the knee close to the arm. Keep pushing with your toes against the arm and see if you can raise the left leg up, come into an arm balance. If you know that version, go ahead, flying crow. Okay, if you're not, you just lean forward, just rest your weight against the arm to get the sensation that eventually allow you to come up. Now we're getting ready to come out of the pose. Come back up, push into your foot, and release. Try it on the other foot now. Standing on the right foot, watch the body move by itself into the tree pose. Whichever variation you like. Take your gaze on a point. Hold your focus there to keep the balance. And then grow tall. Reach up towards the sun. Again, take your other variations in lotus if you like, or modify if you're having trouble balancing. Just do your best. Don't worry about the results. Just watch the body like you're the witness. Coming down now. Take the foot across the thigh. And then come into a little bit of a half squat. The seat on the same lines as knees. Reach the arms forward. Allow the belly to sit on your legs. You can stay here to practice your strength if you like, or take your fingertips down and keep your chest at your thigh. See if you can push the seat up towards the sky. The head comes towards the ground. Stay on your fingertips. And just bring your body against the leg. Okay, so here, if you like, again, you can try to come to the flying crow. So notice where my leg and my arm is in relation to the leg. I'm pushing underneath the knee a little bit. The other foot, again, close to the shoulder, toes hooking around the upper arm. Lean forward. Bring your chest forward, keep your body level, and see if you can bring the right toes up. And then extend the leg eventually, flying crow. This is an option, of course. Okay, or just stay on the ground and just bring more weight onto your arms. Just staying here is good. Getting ready to come out. Walk your hands back. Firm. Stay firm on the right foot as you come up. And release. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then just roll your way down. Head coming towards the ground. And just stay hanging out here. Come up a little, lift up the chest. Exhale, fold in, relax. Drop all the tension out of the body. From here, we're coming into standing split. So we're going to stand on the left foot again. Raise the right knee up towards the sky. You can keep your knee bent. Eventually you can try to straighten the leg. And then you just take your left hand and just try to bring your index finger to press against along the ankle. Okay? And then hug the forearm to the leg. If you can try to bring the other leg, your other hand up. Gaze beyond your toes. You have to bring your weight forward in your toes a little bit more. And try to extend the leg. Okay, I'm trying to get the leg as much high up as I can. And then see if you can take your other hand to the foot. Okay. Whatever happens, just remain unconcerned. Just do your best. And release. Come down. Again, breathe in. Exhale. Just fall. Allow the head to fall. Allow the tension to just release. Try it on the other side now. Left leg comes up. You can keep the knee bent if you have tight hamstrings, or eventually straighten the leg. The right hand, index finger along the ankle joint, and keep on trying to pull the body in towards the leg. Eventually, if your balance is good, you can try to take your left hand. Same way. The index finger presses against the inside of the ankle, root down through the base of the toes. Take your gaze a little bit from the toes. And release down. Breathe in. Exhale, relax. Head is just slumping towards the ground. Shake it out. And then come down onto your knees. Okay, we're moving into head inversions now. Shirshasana, headstand. If you know what you're doing, go ahead. If you're really not comfortable going with your feet leaving the ground, just stay with your head on the ground, come into hare pose. Forehead close to the knees, hands beside your knees, and then lift your seat up. Once your seat is up, try to roll as much as possible in the back of the head. Turn the palms face up and try to lift your seat as much as you can so the seat is over the knees. Okay, so you can do this the whole time if you like. Take the attention to the space between your eyebrows. Those of you in headstand, keep your focus, your attention on the space between your eyebrows. Okay, those of you who want to go a little bit further between the two, teddy bear, hands in tripod position, and then just you can walk your feet forward until underneath the knees touch the elbows, push into your hands, lift the toes up on one foot, and maybe dance from one toe to the other. Eventually find a balance to stay with your knees on your upper arms. Come down, rest in child's pose. Those in headstand, come down slowly with control. Relax, breathe in, breathe out. Roll your way up. So I'll demonstrate another version or other variations you can do in headstand. So you can try to do it on your forearms if you like. Place your arms, your elbows are no more than shoulders apart, and then your thumbs together, your fingers a little bit wide. Okay, so your head is sort of in this, just underneath the wrists. Push into the forearms, and then you can just start by lifting up the heels. Try to get your seat up as high as you can over the shoulders. Raise one leg up, take the foot as far back behind you as possible. So you're splitting the legs in this version, bend the toes back. Keep the legs close to the body. Keep pressing into your arms, especially the wrists, the heels, your palms, and see if you can toe tap off the ground. Okay, so do it very slowly and gradually. Eventually, flex your toes, you might be able to stay, and if you keep pushing through the back foot, you'll eventually find the lightness in the pose that stay steady. If you're more advanced, you can take one hand forward, so the foot that's behind you, the arm stays there. Actually, you take that same hand, that same side out. Come off your fingertips one at a time. So you can come onto one finger. So you can take the hand up even. Okay, so you have to lean a little bit into the forearm. Keep your toes flexed and your legs close to the ground. Okay, so practice that for a bit. Or take your other variations like you did before, your hair pose or whatever else you like to that is suitable for your condition. If you're trying to come off one hand, try it on both sides. Give you about another couple of minutes to try. So you want to remember to press into the forearm and the heel of the palm. Doesn't really matter which leg is back. I find it personally easier to take the leg back that's on the same side as the forearm that's on the ground. Okay. But it doesn't really matter. You can just play around on both sides. Have to push back through the left foot to the back foot a little bit more to find a balance. To take your hand off. Just make ready to come down now. Child's pose. Exit gracefully and with control. Breathe in. Know your limitations. Know your ability levels. And don't go to a place of anxiety and pain. That's not what you want to offer up to anybody. The goal is to keep the mindset always unchanging, the same. Calm. Roll up. Find your way onto your back. Shoulder stand. First, take a moment to rest on your back. Breathe in. Exhale. Remove all fatigue. Imagine you're fainting. Sigh it all out of the mouth. Again, inhale. Exhale. Drop all the fatigue out of the body. To come into plow, into shoulder stand. Bring the arms down. Beside the body, palms facing down, raise the legs up. Push into the arms, lift your seat up as much as you can. You may need to do this a couple of times, just get the sensation of it. Each time come up a little higher, push into your arms. Once your seat is high enough, you can even bring your feet all the way into plow if you need to, so your hips come over the shoulders. Bring your hands to the lower back and raise your legs up. If you find this sport a little bit too challenging, bend your knees. If you have a lotus, go ahead into your lotus. Use your hands to help. If you're right on his shoulders,
Again, for professionals, for advanced practitioners, you can take your hands to your thighs. Try to bring your knees higher than the hips. Now, take your attention to the space between the eyebrows. Close the eyes. Bring the attention to the space between the eyebrows and inhale from the heart to the third eye. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. Inhale, I am that. Exhale, that I am. So, hum. That refers to divinity, the highest self. Slowly make your way into plow pose. If your legs are straight, bring them, hinge at the hips, bring the feet down. If your feet don't touch the ground, keep holding onto your back. Otherwise, you can take your hands down on the ground behind the back. Lotus, you come into Pindasana. Bring your legs towards the body. If you can, you wrap your arms around your legs, hands joined just underneath the seat. Keep inhaling so, exhaling some, hum. It's like in meditation. Getting ready to break the pose. You can keep your lotus if you have your lotus. All others, keep your legs close to the body as you come down. Same as your lotus, however. Keep your thighs close to the body. Press into the arms so that your seat comes down softly, not heavy, not fast. Going right into fish pose from here. So if you have a lotus, I'll demonstrate that first. You push into the elbows, lift the chest. Bring the top of the head to the ground, then take hold of the feet by raising your knees and pull on the feet so the elbows and the knees come to the ground. Try to push the chest up higher. If your legs are straight, just roll to one side, hand underneath the right side seat, and then left hand underneath the left side of seat. Push into forearms, lift the chest. Again, try to get your chest as high as you can. Legs are charged. Breathe very fast through the nose now. Through the nose, like a sniffing dog. Keep going if you want. Raise your legs 12 inches off the ground. Lower the legs down. If they were up, release your lotus and relax on your back. Breathe in. Breathe out all fatigue. Urdhva Dhanurasana. We prepare by going to bridge pose first, and you can stay in bridge pose if this is where you want to stay. Bring your feet close to the seat, edges of the feet parallel. Push into the arms, lift the seat. Now tuck your shoulders underneath, so the arms come underneath the body. Push the chest up towards the chin. Tilt the tailbone under, towards the back of the knees. You can stay here, or if you're comfortable here, one hand at a time, place them beside your head, fingertips facing away, equal distance apart. And then push into your fingertips, slide your head back, come onto the top of the head, turn your hands around, fingers facing towards the feet, fingers turning out a little bit. And if you can, you lift your head up off the ground and play here with whatever variation you like, or just stay formidable in the pose. Lift your heels if you like. Push your chest forward to get an even arc from the hands all the way to the feet. Advanced practitioners, go ahead in your variations if you like. Take one hand up if you like. Take one leg up if you like. Jump from one side to the other. Do your drop backs, whatever you like. It's the effort that counts. One more breath. Get a little bit higher, a little bit deeper. If you can, if your body allows you to, and then come down. Slowly, with control. Come back onto your back. Breathe in. Breathe out. And keep your legs bent here. Bring the right leg up. Take the right knee to the shoulder. Hold on to the ankle. And then from here, try to pull on the foot a little bit. Try to get closer to the head. Straighten out the leg. And then you can extend your left leg forward if you can. You're very flexible. You can allow the foot to slip to the outside a little bit and try to bring your foot down beside your head. Take your attention to all the areas in your body where you want to find release. In this case, the back of the leg. That's where the prana will go. If you bring an intention of releasing. Your attention is like a magnet. And bring the foot back up over the knee, half happy baby pose. And then just allow the knee to slip to the outside of the body, beside the shoulder, underneath the arm. Now if you want, you can slide your left foot in, try to move the right shoulder in front of the knee. And push into the back of the knee. Try to get the knee as high as possible. You can even raise the left foot up off the ground completely. Push the foot back towards the floor behind you. Lift the head up. Pull the foot towards the left. Some of you might be able to get your leg behind the head. And then if you want, if you can, straighten out the left leg. Doesn't have to be on the ground. And if you can release your hands. Again, be mindful in your expression of the pose. Don't go to a place of pain. Go to a place where you can still have quietness in the mind. Release. Take one breath in. Exhale, relax. Go of all the fatigue. Start again on the other side. Bring the right foot in if you need to. You don't have to, but sometimes it helps. If you have tight hamstrings, bring the left knee to the shoulder, hold on to the ankle, and start to pull on the foot a little bit. Try to stretch the muscles in the back of the left leg. If you want, you can extend the right leg. Very flexible. Try to take your foot to the ground beside your head. Keep extending through the right foot. Come into half happy baby pose. Bend the leg. Bring the knee down just beside the body, underneath the arm. Hold on to the foot. And from here, slide the right foot in if you like, and move the left shoulder in front if you can. Push into the back of the knee. Try to get the knee to come up higher. So your hip comes up a little bit, left hip comes up. And then push the foot again towards the floor behind you. Lift the head up and tug on the foot towards the right so you can wedge the foot behind. That's why you have to have your knee high so that it's not obstructed by your body. And then if you want, you can release. Break the pose. Release the legs down in front. Breathe in. Breathe out. Arms over the head. Extend and come to seated position. You can roll on your side if you like. Let's make it easier to come up. Let's do Pashimotonasana. Bend your knees if you like, if you have tight hamstrings. Hug your body to the legs, chest on your thigh. If you have the full expression of the pose, you can get your legs flat on the ground. Go ahead. Come down, keep your chest with your thigh. And try to keep on propelling the chest towards the knees as though you're trying to get beyond the knees. Take your attention to the base of the spine. Imagine all the blood rushing there. You might feel a little bit of a throbbing sensation like a pulse. Lose yourself in the sensations, in your visualizations. The more you cultivate your imagination, the more you have available to you to realize interesting goals and visions. Coming back. I'll do it this way. So moving towards Karmasana, tortoise pose. Bring your feet out. Option one is to just slap your arms underneath your shins. Take hold of the outer edge of the feet. Walk your seats back and try to get the forehead on the ground. If you're very flexible, if your shoulders are well beyond underneath the knees, you can go into Karmasana. Bring your hands close to the hips. Your arms close to the hips, feet are just a little bit more in hip width apart, and just slide your heels forward. The weight of the legs comes down on the arms to bring the body down. Try to get the belly to the ground, the chin, maybe the forehead. Again, the attention is on the space, the base of the spine. If you're very flexible, you know the pose, you can take a bind. So your elbows have to be free, your knees have to be close to the shoulders, so you can bend your arms and join your hands over the back, lower back. So, I am that I am. So, I am you, you are me. Slowly start to make your way out. During Karmasana, move to one side, take the shoulder out, and then the other side. Okay, go from here. We're going to go into Hanamunasana. The right leg stays in front. Shift over to the right a little bit. Swing your left leg back. If you're very flexible, you can come right into Hanamunasana from here. Okay, try to have your hips level with the front end of the mat. If you're not quite there, you can come onto your knee. Come up higher, bend the toes under, push through the base of the toes on both feet, and then hinge forward like you're doing a equestrian pose, like we were doing for the Crescent Moon pose. Slide your heel forward, take your shoulders back over the hips, and just pulse up and down. Do it mindfully. Time to come up, engage your legs. Time to exhale, yield a little bit, soften, so you can come down further. Other option is to bend the front knee, do lizard again. Okay, try to keep your knee close to the shoulder, and then you can work this way. Eventually walk your foot further forward. If you're flat down on the ground, you can lift up, bring your hands together. I like to cross my wrists, feels good in the shoulders, and take the arms back. Point the toes. Make an expression of devotion. That's what Hanuman embodies, that quality, courage and devotion. Now, make ready to come out of the pose. Lean forward, lean towards the right again, and pull the leg out in front, bend the leg, go to the other side. Shift to the left, you can come onto the knee first. And then work your way or swing your leg around if you have the flexibility and go into your Hanamunasana. Hips forward, and then just pulse a little bit in a mindful way so you don't overstretch. Option to come into lizard again. So doing from this way, notice how my chest is forward and I'm slowly seeing if I can slip the foot forward. You can move the foot out a little bit so the knee doesn't fall away from the shoulder. Keep your knee in the same line as the hip. Other variations if you're in Hanamunasana, full splits. Take the arms up. Take the arms back. Break the pose. From here, bring your hands on the ground, lean forward, and then either slide your foot back all the way or you can swing it around. Come onto the belly. Do it all in a mindful way. Forehead resting on your hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shalabhasana. Hands on the ground, palms up. Lift the chest, lift the thighs. Try not to bend the legs. Then bring your hands together, join the hands. Reach back, make it so you're trying to reach the feet. Head is forward. Keep on breathing. Extend, come a little bit higher. And relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend your legs so the knees, bend your knees so the feet come up close to the seat. Come onto your fingertips on either side shoulders and press your chest up. Now so you can lift the thighs up off the mat. Skydiving pose. If you can, bring the arms up. Open up the chest. Feel as though you're free falling. And come down, relax, breathe in, breathe out, remove all fatigue, soften. Come up again, heels close to the seat, take hold of the ankles, flex the toes, inhale, lift the chest, and push the feet into the hands so the feet go back further over the knees. Try to get your chest up. You can stay here or tug on the feet, try to get your legs, thighs come up off the ground. And you can rock a little bit if you like on your belly, massage your abdomen. Look up, see if you can see your toes. If it's too much to hold your feet, you can do your skydiving pose again, or if you get tired. Although one would argue that even this one takes a little bit of effort. Okay, so just do your best. Put your best effort forward, make it an offering. And come down. Breathe in, breathe out. Come all the way back. Hinge your seat back on the heels. Breathe in. Exhale, remove all fatigue. Relax completely. Roll up and seated. Easy Matsyendrasana. Left leg out in front, right foot crosses over to the other, comes to the other side of the left leg. The toes close to the ankle, the heel close to the knee, the toes close to the ankle. Make sure both sides of the seat are grounded. Right hand right behind the center of the back. Left arm up, sit tall, and press the forearm against the thigh. Inhale, push the lower back in. Exhale, turn to the right. Use the left arm to pull the knee further beyond the left edge of the body. Try to visualize the twist going all the way up from the base of the spine all the way up to the top of the head. Eventually the chin comes over the shoulder. Keep the chest wide. Switch sides. Right leg out, left foot on the other side of the outside of the right leg. Right arm up and press the forearm against the thigh. Keep the left leg active. Make sure it's not the right leg active. Make sure it's not getting lazy and just falling to the side or anything. Toes in the air pointing up. Inhale, push the lower back in. Use the left arm to prop you up to remind you to stay lifted. And then turn to the left. Make sure the hand's not too far away from the body. You'll lean back and the back won't be fully extended. Be in the optimal position for the twist. Lift up tall. Turn. And release. Take a moment, lie on your back for a few breaths. Ease your way down gently. Once you're down, breathe in. Exhale, remove all fatigue. Imagine you're fainting. Drop it all out of the body. And a few more like that. 5 breaths, long breaths. Inhale through the pores of the skin. Draw in light, draw in energy. The best the universe has to offer. Exhale. Just allow it to disperse all the way throughout the body. Feel recharged. Each exhale takes away more of the tension, more of what you don't need. Discard whatever you don't want. Retain what you like, what you need to feel complete and radiantly healthy and happy. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to seat position. Make your way mindfully and gracefully. We'll do a little bit of pranayama before we settle down for a final relaxation. So we're going to do Nadi Shodhana. It's an alternate nostril breathing that has no breath retention. So you're just going in through the left side first, plug both sides of the nose, just for a moment. Exhale through the right, inhale back through the right. Again, close out both nasal passages, out through the left. On the inhale, imagine your lungs are at the bottom, at the base of the spine. You're inhaling, visualize the breath going down into the lungs. Exhale, you bring the breath back up. Okay, so you're watching the breath all the time, going up and down. So I'll cue you through it. Left hand in Yana Mudra, second finger and the thumb connected, other 3 fingers extended, resting on your left knee. Right hand, Vishnu Mudra, second, third fingers fold down. When you turn it, it's no longer Vishnu Mudra, it's used for pranayama. But then you close off the right side with the right thumb, the left side with your right ring finger. Okay, so you're always using your fingers, those 2 fingers, thumb and the ring finger. Sit tall now. Breathe in through both nostrils, breathe out completely, empty the lungs. Close off the right side, inhale to the left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause in the middle, close both sides, exhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through the right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close both sides off. Exhale through the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through the left. Breath moves down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close left side. Breathe in through the right. Breath goes up. Watch it moving up. Close right side. Breathe. Exhale through the. Inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale through the left. The breath moves back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Watch the breath moving down. Exhale right. Breath moves back up. Inhale right. Breath moves down. Exhale left. Continue on your own. Keep the back straight. Remember, straighten up the spine. Keep your attention in the space between your eyebrows, like you're watching yourself in that big movie screen, or the breath moving. Next time you breathe out to the left, conclude. And once you've concluded, lie on the back for deep relaxation. Make yourself comfortable and try to bring yourself into comfort. Try to ensure that the position that you end up in, you can stay in, so that you give yourself more of an ability to lose body awareness. Repeat to yourself the following auto-suggestion. I will remain awake and alert during the instructions. This is, after all, an active meditation. Systematically releasing the body, relaxing it so that you have more receptivity to all the incoming gifts of the practice and of all the yogis delivering their gifts to you and the universe. Draw the best of the best from the universe into the body.
Bring your attention to the left hand and just allow the whole hand to relax. The fingers, one by one, just go limp. The back of the hand and the wrist as well, and the palm of the hand soft. The hand just flaccid. And then feel the lower left arm become heavy and heavier until it's just like dead weight. Left elbow joint is inactive. It's completely relaxed so that the upper arm, the heaviness can traverse into the left upper arm and shoulder. The whole arm now, the left arm, completely relaxed, no tension. Feel the back of the left side of the back sink into the mat. Feeling heavier and heavier. And the lower back, imagine pressing it into soft earth and just sink your lower back into that softness. Yield to that softness. Relax it. The lower back. And feel the heaviness moving down into the left side, the seat and the thigh. Everything getting extremely heavy. Down further into the lower leg, or the left leg, and into the foot. Feeling the heaviness spread into the ankle. Bottom foot of the foot softens, as does the top part, and the toes release completely relaxed. Right side of the body now. Suggest to the right hand now to completely relax. All the tension falls away from the fingers. They go limp. Back of the hand, just like dead weight. Palm of the hand soft. Wrist joint loose. And it just slowly creeps its way, that heaviness up the lower arm, up through the upper arm and into the shoulder. The arm gets very heavy feeling. And like ink coloring the water, slowly when you inject it with that ink, feel that heaviness creep down the right side of the back, feeling it sink down deeper, the lower back as well. Imagine it being cushioned by soft earth and just yield to that cushioning. Feel completely relaxed. It moves now the heaviness into the hip joint, into this right side of the seat. Down into the thigh. It feels like lead, it's so heavy. Further down into the lower leg. Into the right foot. And the foot softens. The bottom of the foot and the heel. Relaxed. The top part. No tension. The toes released. The whole mid part of the body, the torso, all the organs within just get so heavy as though they were weighted down, containing cement or water. So that they become sluggish and slow down to the point of almost inactivity. Everything, all the lungs, the heart, liver, kidneys, stomach, everything comes to a practical standstill. The head heavy on the mat. Scalp soft, no tension in the forehead, no signs of anxiety or strain anywhere in the face. Cheeks are relaxed, nose inactive. The mouth set in a position that allows the teeth to just rest in a normal position, neither clenching nor grinding. The tongue in its bed, and the jaw and the chin relaxed. The throat as well, the whole neck relaxed. The whole body like a corpse. It's so still. It's so heavy. Then imagine that that gradually that weight lifts off the body. So there were great weights sitting on top of it. And as the weight comes off the body, it pulls like a magnet all the heaviness out of the body, so that the body starts to feel lighter and lighter and lighter, to the point that it can float. Light to the point that it can be carried away by the wind, like a dandelion seed, like a feather. So now the body is completely, seemingly disappeared. Lose all body consciousness. Lose all body awareness. All that remains is the mind. Watching that imaginary movie screen set behind the forehead. And then it just imagine a peaceful winter night. The snow glistening in the moonlight like diamonds, completely white. Stars above reflecting just like the snowflakes on the ground, shimmering brightly against the black velvet sky. A picture of complete serenity and peace. Bring that mind and bring the mindset in that same state of calm, serenity, and suggest to yourself 3 times the following auto-suggestion. Repeat it mentally 3 times in your head. My patience is rapidly increasing. Patience is a virtue that allows us to realize that all worth having is coming. It's the effort that counts. Remain steadfast in your efforts. Keep up. Keep on trying. And this allows you to remain enthusiastic. With the enthusiasm comes steadfastness. With the steadfastness comes progress. Steady progress. The ultimate goal is self-realization. The point at which we feel one with all beings, one with God, the highest self. And the ability to be not unaffected by whatever is happening around you. To be unbothered by the pain and suffering. establish in bliss. Now slowly start to bring your attention back to the breath, to the body, feeling the body starting to awaken. Become conscious of the breath, the toes, the fingers, the rest of the body, the forces within that animate the body. Step back into the body. And then bring yourself back to seated position in a gentle way, as always, so as not to disturb the witness who is watching. Keeping a mindset of calm. Prepare to sit up if you haven't already, in a way that is gentle, reverent, mindful, and quiet. Once you're seated, sit tall and supreme and still. Close with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Instill the peace within, send it out to all beings everywhere. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Be receptive to the divine grace within. This concludes our practice. Namaste. Thank you very much for coming. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.